What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon here. Everybody hear me? I don't go live very often. You have to make sure to tell me if the audio is good and the video is good. Ah. Hello, how's everybody doing? What's going on? We'll be drawing today for this Gold Star Entei. I actually wanted to have the hands camera set up, but I was unable to do so. Maybe the next stream. But yes, I'd like to talk to you all a little bit, and then at the end of the stream, we will be drawing for this beauty right here from Low Popping. So make sure, if you haven't already, go subscribe to Low Popping's YouTube channel. Go follow Low Popping on Instagram, lowpopping.market, and then join the Discord, Low Popping Discord, and make sure you leave a comment on my most recent video letting me know what your favorite Pokemon card set of all time is, so that you could be entered in when we do this giveaway drawing. So, what's everybody been up to? Talk to me. I'm going to use this here StreamYard app, pull up a couple of comments and questions. Anvil says, I love Low Popping. Picked up a BGS-10 Rayquaza Poncho Pikachu. That is an amazing card. All of the Poncho Pikachu cards are pretty awesome. I see them come by in auction all the time. And one of these days, I'm going to pick one of them up. Hopefully the Charizard one, but they're all awesome. Yeah, what's not to love? This is actually almost past my bedtime. I get to bed pretty early nowadays. I gotta get up for work at like 4 in the morning. So right now it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, yeah, I usually go to bed like between 9 and 9:30 after all the kids lay down. So I was hoping to do like a half-hour stream, answer a few questions, do the drawing. Any big plans? Any big plans for upcoming videos? I have a lot of investment style videos up in here that you can see in my background there. Not the MetaZoo stuff, but I've been collecting a few things, and I'd like to do a video, maybe a top 10 video on things I've been investing in. So that would be plans for a few future videos. Have you picked up the new Time Magazine Pokemon covers? I have not. Although I did see from SM Pratt, he got a nice little article in the new Time magazine with Pokemon or something. He had a whole story about his dealings. I don't know. I didn't get to read the whole thing, but that was pretty interesting. Luke says, pick me for the Gold Star. We'll see what happens, Luke. We'll see what happens. Do you feel like Scarlet and Violet is the junk era for Pokemon? The whole Scarlet and Violet era, like all the way through 151? No, I'm not a big fan of the base set. The Scarlet and Violet base set doesn't have a whole lot of value to offer. I've done my auction recaps. It's like they have the Miriam special illustration rare. That's about it. Like, other than that, not a whole lot of value. Paldea evolves a little bit better. Obsidian Flames, it's like, eh. But then 151 is like where it's at, you know. I like Paradox Rift. I'm not sure about the future investability of it. And then that Temporal Forces that is supposed to be coming out soon. I don't know if I'm feeling the redesigns of the dogs or the legendary beasts, what are you going to call them, the new Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. I don't know about those yet. What do y'all think of those new designs? Especially the Raikou. I feel like they've done him dirty. He looks like a... I don't know. I don't like the designs of those. What app do you use to keep track of your collection? I collect mainly PSA cards, so I use the PSA registry app. And you can also put other cards and like your sealed product on there as well. So that's what I use mainly to keep track of the collection. Let's see, who else we got? Paldean Fates, 151 are the only sets that catch my eye so far. Yeah, I actually have I opened up a case of Paldean Fates just a week ago. Just me and the family, no no videos or nothing. And we pulled a few pretty awesome cards there. I love the Mimikyu promo, but I love the Charmander promo from the Obsidian Flames ETB as well. I got quite a few of those graded, and they still go for a pretty nice sum of money as a PSA 10. So, yeah. Let's see what else we got. What in God's name did they do to Raikou? I don't know. Yeah, that's the only one. I'm like, I feel like they've done him dirty. I don't know. I'm not on board with that design quite yet. Okay, Dad says hello. Top 10, all is well. Hope all is well. Thanks for doing this. Low Pop just hit 600 subs today. Happy already. Would love to win the Gold Star. Well, congrats on 600 subs. I remember when I got 600 subs, it felt like forever. It felt like forever trying to get the first 1,000 subs. It was like I created the channel in March of 2020, and it wasn't till like October 2020 I finally hit 1,000 subs and was able to be monetized. That was a pretty awesome feeling. A big help to that was actually TCA Gaming. He gave me a big shout out when I first started this channel. I was crafty. I did a top 10 vintage Pokemon YouTuber video, and he gave me a shout out, and it went from like 50 subs to like 400 some subs overnight. So that gave me a nice little boost. Definitely gave me a lot more encouragement to keep going with this channel. So. Device Tech says, I like the Collector app too. I haven't tried it yet. I've heard good things. Maybe I'll give it a download and see. I'm always up for trying new things. Brad says the ETB promo of the Charmander is the favorite. It is pretty awesome. It is pretty awesome. Okay, Halo, what is your favorite Pokemon generation for the TCG? I always loved the first generation, but the second generation, Lugia, Ho-Oh, those fellas are awesome. I love Neogen. I love Neo Revelation. I love all the Neo sets. I would say the second generation would be my favorite. If I had to look at all the Pokemon collectively, I would say second generation. Would you rather have a future or past Zard, Blastoise or Venusaur? I'd be kind of interested to see what the future ones look like. I feel like I don't know, the designs of Venusaur kind of already look like, he already counts like a dinosaur, you know? So I'd like to see a futuristic version of this big three. I think that'd be pretty awesome. And maybe we'll see that here in a future set. What's your favorite card part of your collection? Ooh, that's hard. I've been a busy boy. I've been collecting a lot. I keep telling y'all I'm gonna put out a video showing my collection, and I don't know. Part of me wants to, a part of me doesn't want to be that guy. Like I see other Pokemon YouTubers and they're showing off their collection, and it gets a little bit cringy to me sometimes, but I also like seeing the ones who are humble about it. So I don't know. I think someday I'll make a video, but I have a PSA 10 base set Charizard. And the reason I love that so much is because when I bought it, I spent $2,000 on a PSA 1 through 10 set, like way back in the day, like maybe 2018, 2019. I remember telling people at work, and they were like, "Oh, what an awful investment. That is so stupid." I got a bunch of slack for it. And then eventually that, the PSA 10 itself goes for what, $9,000, $10,000. So I always hold on to that as a reminder of the risk that I took and just ignoring the naysayers and just going for what you love. All right, what else we got here? Much love from California. Awesome. What is the time difference there? I was in Nevada back in July, and there was a 3-hour difference there. So what? It's about 6 o'clock over there. You still got lots of sunshine left. Okay, Chef says Rusty is the man. TCA Gaming is one of the greatest. Yeah, I watch TCA Gaming all the time. He's not obnoxious at all, ever. That's what I love. I watched him for years before I started a channel, so it was an honor to be shouted out by him when I first created this channel. Typhlosion is top tier, or at least used to be. I love the T17. I feel like that's I don't say overrated, but I feel like a lot of people say that. But I love Typhlosion, the Neo series. Dark Typhlosion, both the Typhlosion arts from Neogen are awesome. I just sold my PSA 9 first edition Typhlosion 17 to somebody who was a subscriber, and they didn't even realize it was mine. They bought it on eBay, and yeah, awesome coffee. What else have we got here? Will Joe, my favorite TCG era was Aquapolis and Skyridge. There's funky borders. Yeah, the E series has some of the best art in this entire hobby. I've always said that. Yeah. Brad Mins, I feel that, man. Would love to see a collection video someday, Brad. I'm gonna get to it someday. I want to do it. I want to make sure it's tastefully done when I do. By the way, I'm drinking this Lemon Perfect water, and what cracks me up is it's hydrating water. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought water was hydrating? No caffeine, though. I gotta get to bed. PSA 10 Zard is a grail for sure. Yep, it's my grail. Yeah, I like collecting cards that are... I like the idea. I do quantity or quality over quantity. So a lot of my cards are like a few $1,000s a piece. I would be uncomfortable owning something that would be like 6 figures, like $50,000, $100,000. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I kind of like having a lot of cards that are worth a good amount rather than 1 or 2 cards. It's like, I got to put this in Fort Knox or something. Okay, Chef, top 10 favorite food or best food you've had all week. I'm actually dieting, so I haven't had really, really good things to eat. When I'm not dieting, I love going to town on fried sushi from an authentic Japanese restaurant. I do love sushi. But yeah, I lift weights, so I'm hungry all the time. But my favorite food's probably sushi. Yeah, right now I'm trying to lose 20 pounds. I'm down almost 13 pounds, so we got 7 to go. I think there's a few PokeTubers that are trying to lose weight. 'Tis the season. All right, Les says, how much can you bench? In my heyday, back when I was a little bit heavier, around 205, I used to bench about 365. That was my record. Officially, when I used to do powerlifting meets, it was about 355 I hit in a meet, but on my own, you know, in private, in my gym, it was about 365. I failed my first lift when I tried to do that at the meet. Do you have a favorite Pokemon from the last 2 generations? I love the Oinkalone. I think it's the most ridiculous. That's a brand new Pokemon, I think. It's just so ridiculous. Some of these new Pokemon they come up with, you got to wonder what goes on during the meetings where they make these names. But that pig, the whole evolutionary lineup of the Oinkalone, it cracks me up. What's the best deal you ever scored on anything in Pokemon? I mean, if we're talking about way back when, you know, 2018, it would definitely be my WotC booster boxes. I mean, compared to today, they're a steal. I got a first edition holographic PSA 10 Moltres from Fossil. I got it for like half the price during the boom. Like 2021, I was bidding on this card and it was going for like $1,000 just all day. And then I was at work one night and I was just keeping an eye on it. And I won this card for like $500. I couldn't believe it. So I don't know if that's the best deal, but that's the one that comes to mind. Like the hype could not have been higher in the hobby, yet somehow I was able to get that card. Yeah, I must have been lucky. The guy you bought that Charizard from probably remembers it way less fondly. From the message I received from the guy who sold me the 1 through 10 lot, he was really pressed for money. So $2,000 was probably felt great to him at the time. He probably really needed it. But yeah, a year or two after that, he was probably kicking himself pretty hard. What's up, Adam Gase? I have a list of all the people that you guys say I look like. I have it on my phone. There's a UFC fighter, Uriah Farber, I think that's his name. People say I look like him. Pretty much anybody who's got eyes close together. Yeah, I make a list of everybody. Adam Gase is definitely one I see a lot. Poke Halo, aside from Pokemon, what other TCG do you collect? I see some Metazoo in the back. I've been waiting for the Metazoo question. It's about time. I collect those. I actually, now that Metazoo is like dead pretty much, now's a great time. If you want to collect boxes, man, I got all this back here dirt cheap. This just came in the mail. It's a Kickstarter box. I'm actually going to do a video on Metazoo probably in 2 days, just talking about the insane crash. But I got this Kickstarter box just dirt cheap. This thing used to sell for like 10 grand, which is obscene. Yeah, I got all this really, really cheap. And I love the booster box designs. I love how eye-catching they are. Yeah, it's a collection. It is not an investment. I would never advocate for anybody investing. I never have. So I do seldom talk about it. But people have brought them up, these boxes up quite a bit in my recent videos. Oh, yeah. Do you watch Rick's Game Point? No, I have no idea what that is. I'll have to look into that. I have no idea. No idea. I did watch, not that this has anything to do with it, but I watched for like 3 minutes this documentary on Golden. I forget what it was called, from Golden Auctions. They made a documentary, and it showed like obviously Ken Golden and his daughters, and it was tough to watch. I watched for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, that's enough of this. I don't know. It wasn't what I was expecting. Although I saw on Instagram, Gary, King Pokemon Gary, he was a part of some kind of new documentary called The Hobby. I was gonna watch that, but then like you have to pay for it. Like it's not streaming on anything for free, I don't think. So I'll wait till it gets to the free option and I'll give that a look. But what is the next pump and dump card? That's a good question. I mean, on a different note, like when I think of pump and dump, recent pump and dumps would definitely be the Van Gogh Pikachu promo card. I heard it's getting printed again, or being sold in mass quantities again in some way. So yeah, it might be an excellent time to pick that card up if you haven't already. I know it was crazy when it was released. Favorite alt art? It's either the Magikarp Wailord GX from Team Up or the Giratina V from Lost Origin. For some reason, those two just come to mind. Those are definitely the bomb. The last giveaway was actually for the Magikarp Wailord alt art. And that card's come down a bit. It was like $800 some as a PSA 10. It's recently been going for like $300 to $400. I don't know what's going on. It's an awesome card. Okay, chefs love Lechonk. That's what it is. Lechonk, Oinkalone, that whole lineup. It's just ridiculous. All right. Surf Panda edits. Thoughts on the Moonbryon currently and for the future? Listen, the Moonbryon, at least the graded copy, I don't know how the raw copy's doing. I don't really follow the raw cards as much, but the graded copies of the Moonbryon, at least the English one, I can't foresee that going. The fact that it's still going for like $800 to $900 right now is mind blowing. That's a testament to how popular that card is, because there's got to be over 10,000 PSA 10s by now. There's got to be even way more than that. And the black labels, yeah, it has to be off the charts. The Latios black label card just came through. That's only like a pop 6, whereas the Umbreon, I think it's like over 100 black label copies. But as far as PSA 10s, I would pick that up simply as a collector. I would not invest. I wouldn't have an investment mentality. Yeah, it's just too much availability. Too much availability. I know the demand is through the roof, but it's just there's just too many 10s. Is it worth it to get new cards graded? You definitely have to be very vigilant with grading nowadays. Like, I opened up a bunch of these Paldean Fates ETBs, and it's funny because 2-3 years ago I'd have been sending in like so many of those cards, because it was just every card was money. And now you have to be so much more intentional with what you send in. Better make sure it's a Charizard. You better make sure it's going to get a 10. So there's a lot of cards I haven't been sending in because the graded market is just it's lacking a little bit. Carson Nash, which Japanese waifu do you think will skyrocket that's not the Lily full art? I don't know about skyrocket, but Cosmic Eclipse, I guess that would still, there's still a full art Lily in that one, but the waifu cards from Cosmic Eclipse I could see go up a little bit more in the very near future. Cosmic Eclipse is, the booster box is just flying high. So many of those cards are so valuable. The Alicia, I think, is it from Celestial Storm? Is there Alicia? That's one that I would put money on too. So I'm not quite as familiar with the waifu cards, but the ones from Cosmic Eclipse and Alicia would be on my radar for sure. Tamir, what's your most valuable card? I can't say. It's a secret. I can't say that. I gotta save that for the video. I gotta save that for the collection video. So stay tuned for that. What's the occasion for the stream? Well, Will Joe, lowpopping.com, go check it out, is giving away this Gold Star Entei. This is a PSA 9. All you got to do is go follow him on YouTube, on Instagram, and then on Discord. Leave a comment on my last video. We're going to draw for this guy. That's what we're doing here today. I was actually going to open up this guy right here, but I wasn't able to get the second camera ready in time, so we'll have to do that another day. I do love me some 151. We're doing lives more often. I would like to. I would really like to. And if I do, I'm going to upgrade this so there's no StreamYard symbol up here. Yeah, I got all the equipment. It's just time, and it's just time. Yeah, I need more time. But I would love to do more live streams. David Bruno, I was wondering why you had MetaZoo up there. It's such a bad game. I've never played it. Like I said, I don't plan on opening those boxes. I don't plan on selling those boxes. It is just to sit on my shelf, and it gives me the satisfaction knowing that I got them for like 95% off. Stay tuned for that video. It's going to blow your mind. David says, what's your most prized collectible? Mine is an unlimited Black Lotus. Holy crap. Raw? Is it raw, graded? Is it alpha? Or you said unlimited, sorry. You said it right there, yeah. Unlimited Black Lotus. That's pretty awesome. Definitely a grail of the Magic TCG for sure. Oh, this is funny. Sure, guy. What do you think about Twice Fake Jake going to Whatnot? I was floored at how many people were very upset with that. Like, I don't regularly watch Twice Fake Jake. I respect, the knowledge that he can put out, but I don't really watch him. But man, seeing some of the backlash from that, Whatnot actually reached out to me as well a couple of months ago, and I'm never on Whatnot, so I respectfully declined. But when I saw that he was on there and the fact that everybody hated the idea of him going on there, and I understand why, is because of his past videos and all that, but I kind of felt bad for the guy. He seems like a nice guy, and the community just wasn't having it. Andrew, what aspect of a card do you value more? Cool artwork or rarity? Cool artwork. Yeah, artwork. I've never been one for like trophy cards. A lot of trophy cards bore me. Maybe it's just me. Like a lot of these trophy cards that come by, like Worlds, some of them are great, but a lot of them it's the same thing. It's the Pikachu and the starters, or it's Pikachu. It's just Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu. Yeah, I think I'm getting off subject there, but I definitely I'm a sucker for amazing art. A lot of the E-Series cards I'm a sucker for. Yeah. We'll be drawing this card here, the winner for this card, in about 5 minutes. I'm just trying to get through a couple more questions. Black and white or XY? XY. Yeah. XY. Black and white. It's like the full arts just got started. They don't look the best to me. I mean, it has a couple of awesome cards, black and white. And I feel a lot of the full art EX cards are very underrated. But if I had to pick the two, XY just has so many awesome sets. And that's when I first started getting back into it. I was opening up Phantom Forces, Flashfire, Evolutions, all those sets. I had complete binders of all those sets. I was in it, man. I was doing master sets of all those. The black and white era of the TCG feels so vanilla, probably because that era had no gimmick. I agree. Yeah. There's some of the Pokemon, there's just not a lot of draw, especially like black and white base, noble victories. Like some of those sets are rough. Yeah, it's not till later in the black and white era we start seeing better designs, better cards, in my opinion. Considering the last Sword and Shield set, would Crown Zenith, Galarian Gallery be an investment opportunity? I think that there is an investment opportunity for Crown Zenith as a sealed product. If you get sealed product, I love Crown Zenith. I did a couple videos opening up product from Crown Zenith, and there's amazing cards. The graded card market, I don't know, but I'm definitely considering picking up some ETBs at some dirt cheap prices because that's an amazing set. Think PSA is pop controlling any vintage getting graded recently? Probably. Yeah, they've been talking about, even back in 2019, a lot of people were talking about PSA pop controlling a lot of vintage, so that's nothing new. Yeah, I think whenever high value vintage stuff comes through, they give it a second glance and they really, yeah, they might be doing some pop controlling. I'm not going to say they are or aren't, but I've had some questionable grades come back of my vintage cards. The Paldean Fates Alt Art Palafin is definitely worth grading, not because it goes for much, because it goes for much because it's so raw. I like that card. I actually have one lying around here. We pulled like 3 of those. It was a pretty easy pull for me. I don't know why. Yeah, Palafin, up and coming Pokemon. Jonathan, just happened to find some Sun and Moon at Walmart the other day. That's a rare find. I haven't seen Sun and Moon at my Walmart in forever. Just wondering if they were reprinting them or just had some in the back. Just bought a booster pack with 5 extra cards. Yeah, I haven't seen any. In my Walmart, Target, I've not seen any Sun and Moon. So I'd say buy it up if it's for a good price. Epic says ahoy. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Epic's been around for a while. A loyal viewer of the channel. Anthony, do you think the mid-era cards, Diamond and Pearl, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White, have room to grow due to their low pops? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I just did a video about the level X cards, and I think they're crazy underrated. Some of those cards are like, they're just non-existent pops. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I still think that the Call of Legends is underrated. A lot of those end cards from Call of Legends are underrated. I'm not a big fan of the legend cards that you have to piece together. I love the design, the art on them. I just hate the fact that you have to put them sideways. It just kind of ruins the aesthetic for me. But I think they're underrated. So yes, I think they have room to grow, and I have been investing in a lot of cards from those eras. So yeah, I think there's room to grow. Galarian Moltres, Brilliant Stars, such a fire art. I love Moltres. I love every single Moltres card. They always... I love the alt art card from Chilling Reign. The Moltres, the Galarian Moltres, that's badass. Ghost Rider, you think Pokemon can't survive without Pikachu and Charizard? It would be tough. I mean, it's not just Pikachu and Charizard. They got a couple heavy hits. You know, Mewtwo, Lugia, Mimikyu. There's a lot of amazing Pokemon, but Pikachu and Charizard definitely hold down the fort. I would advise they keep printing those cards, even though sometimes we get sick of seeing Charizards. My boy Zardy is kind of what keeps this afloat, so we got to keep him in the game, right? What's your real name? You can call me TTP. Yeah. I've never unveiled my real name on here, and I'm not about to do it now, Cody. Do you think they will restock 151 Pokemon Center ETBs? I don't know. If they do, you should probably pick some up, because even the Charmander promo, the Pokemon Center promo, really goes for a lot, especially graded. So if they do restock them, I'd pick some up. Robert says, have you thought about doing a top 10 episode of strictly sealed product for a video? I've been throwing around the thought of doing a top 10 sealed of something, either Japanese or English, like top 10 most expensive, or maybe investment worthy booster boxes. I have been throwing it around in the old noodle here. Ancient Origins? I like Ancient Origins. I had a master set of Ancient Origins. Yeah. I think the booster box price is very underrated. I would not be above picking up a box of Ancient Origins. Love that Bubble Mew from Paldean Fates, Shiny Treasure. I like it. I put out a poll recently of which was the best Fates set between Hidden, Shining, Paldean. Paldean Fates seemed to sit somewhere in the middle. Well, obviously Hidden Fates was the most popular, and then people could kind of care less about Shining Fates. But yeah, that Mew is an awesome card. Love your content. Best PokeTuber, no drama. I try, Cody. I really try to not discuss any drama. There's plenty of drama channels out there for you to feast on, for this community to watch. I am not one of them, so I appreciate that. PSA should do their own black labels. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. But I kind of like the way PSA is structured now. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what that label would look like. But I don't know if it would necessarily be good for PSA, but it would be interesting. All right. Snowy got a PSA 10 Moonbreon VMAX for $800. That's not bad. It's gone for a lot more than that. So I wouldn't expect that PSA 10 to shoot up to thousands of dollars, but $800 is not a bad price in today's market. Thoughts on the Hidden Fates ETBs? I've always thought Hidden Fates ETBs were going to go up in price, and I think they will continue to go up in price. So if you're asking me if you bought one today, hold on to it, would it be a good investment? Yes, I do. I do think so. Even though all of those cards are graded into oblivion, like that Stained Glass, Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos is like just an ungodly amount graded, I still think that the ETBs are a fantastic investment. Do you think the Giratina alt art will go back up in price? Yeah. Yeah. I thought at one point it was going to go over $1,000. I'm not sure that it ever did, but I know it's a tougher pull. It's a tougher alt art pull from Lost Origins, so yes, I am bullish on that alt art for sure. All right, Robert says, if you had a pack fresh, perfect condition card and pop control didn't play into effect, what grading company would you pick? If it was perfect, if it was literally perfect in every way, I would opt to get that black label. Yeah. The black label is still king. In terms, if you're going to get the most for your card and you get the black label, you're just a PSA 10, a CGC 10, just not going to compare. So I would definitely try to get a black label on that puppy. If Pokemon kills off Charizard and Pikachu, we have a bigger problem. Yeah. Luckily for us, I don't think they're going anywhere, but that would definitely be a big problem. The Prime cards from Heart Gold, Soul Silver never got the popularity I think they deserve. Unique for sure. I can't stand those cards. I'm sorry. I love the Gengar Prime card, but I don't know. I have never liked the up close shot. I actually did a video and I never released it. I film videos. Like I think of videos, I film them, I edit them, and then I'm like, I don't know. I'm like self-conscious. I'm like, I'm not going to release this video. And that one video was the top 10 worst chase cards, in my opinion, in Pokemon. And the Prime cards were on there. I don't know. They're probably, investment-wise, they might not be bad, but I'm not a big fan of the design. I'm sorry. I'm just not. What is the picture on the left or your right? The Gary and the Charizard? That's the Gyarados Charizard battling at sea, if that's what you're talking about. One of my favorite art pieces of all time. The wife got that for me years ago, and it's fantastic. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Gyarados battling a Charizard, and they're very realistic looking. Have you heard, is it true V-Star Universe is getting a massive reprint? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The Japanese market, as I'm not as familiar with, I couldn't say for sure if it's getting a reprint. What do you think about the future of Pokemon cards? The future is bright, in my opinion. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more investment style videos, so stay tuned. I will let you know, but I'm very bullish on the future of Pokemon TCG. I'll just say that. How do you feel about ace grading? The same way I feel about every other grading company that's not like PSA, CGC, or BGS. Are they grading cards in the US or is it still strictly in the UK? Yes, it's nothing against their process. I trust in the name. When I did my investment video, I talked about keeping with the mainstream names, PSA, BGS, CGC. So I would not personally grade with ace grading. Surf Panda Edit said, if you get a 10 in ace grading, you still lose value. Exactly, right? So why send it there when you can send it to BGS, CGC, PSA and get a better price for your card? Mr. Locknet, hi, I'm your biggest fan. Well, nice to meet you. I appreciate you being here. All right, 2 more questions, and then we're going to draw this thing. I'm getting sleepy. What got you into making Pokemon content? Watching guys like TCA Gaming, SM Pratt, Z&G Emporium. Those were the guys that I watched a lot of. I loved watching Lootbox TV back when they did Pokemon stuff. I loved it. And then they switched totally over to sports cards. But yeah, those guys got me into it. I was feeding on the Pokemon TCG content like there's no tomorrow. And when I was on break at work, I would constantly watch videos and yeah. So just the love and passion for this hobby. I knew I wanted to make some kind of channel. And here we are. Leonhardt or no Leonhardt? To be nice as I can, no Leonhardt. Thought on the video you did 4 days ago. Was it demand or a fluke? That video, it was very polarized, the community there. Because I know Z&G Emporium, and a lot of people were saying like they shilled it, and that is, I'm 100% sure that's not the case. I know that stuff was paid for, and even one of those cards was like a eBay authenticity guarantee. So I'm not sure what kind of mastermind you have to be to buy those cards and pay for them, and it somehow be shilling. Like, I don't know. It seems. Can't people just be stupid? Like, can't they just be dumb and overpay for cards? I see it all the time. I don't know why these Celebrations cards were any different. Sometimes people just want to complete their sets, and they're like, I don't care what it costs. I want to get all these cards in a PSA 10. So, yeah, I think it's just people being stupid. Yeah. We need a top 10 of top 10s videos at top 10 Pokemon. That seems tedious. Seems like too much top 10. The Card Baron. Modern sucks balls. No. Modern has its place. Modern is what's keeping this hobby afloat. Yeah. Favorite YouTuber below 10,000 subscribers? Oh boy, there's a couple good ones. I like watching Catch 'em All Collectibles. I think Dan is an extremely smart dude. He has like with 3,000 to 4,000 subscribers, something very underrated. So much insight in the business aspect of this hobby. He's very transparent. Yeah, very underrated for sure. Yeah, I like watching Dan. Do you think the Charizard special illustration rare from Obsidian Flames will go up in value? I don't know. It's in terms of grading, it's been graded quite a bit. It's going to be one of those cards within a year. We're going to be seeing like definitely 5,000 to 10,000 PSA 10 copies. So it's hard. There's just so much availability. But that is the #1 card from that set. Well, this is a good one. What's up with your face? I don't know. What's up with it? Like my eyes? My eyebrows? I don't have a lot of eyebrow hair, which y'all point out to me a lot. I'm getting a little bit trimmer. I'm losing weight, like in my face, if that's what you mean. I don't know what you mean. What's up with my face? Elaborate. All right. Let me take a swig here, and let me see if I can get the screen on here. Let's draw for this puppy. Last call. Go comment on my last video. All right. Let me see. How's that look? You see it? You see it? We good? All right. Okay. I hope you can see this. I really hope. All right. So let me refresh this one. Let me copy the URL. let's go to this YouTube random comment picker. We're going to copy and paste. We're going to fetch. And we are not going to include replies. And we're not going to allow duplicates. Continue. They're going to load the comments. 167 comments. Let's pick a winner. Ready? Poke Hunt. I hope I win. Well, you won. Congratulations, Poke Hunt. Yeah. Reach out to me on my email, top10pokemonchannel@gmail.com, and let me know the information. I'm going to need proof that it is you and all that, but congratulations to Poke Hunt. I love the Gengar icon there. Gengar is a boss. All right, let me see here. Let's see. So yeah, that is the winner, Poke Hunt. There he is, Poke Hunt. Congratulations. That's like a almost $400 card. So that's amazing. You have to let me know where you're located. Yeah. So I'm going to show it one more time. Congratulations. You won the Gold Star Entei. And it's an awesome card. You're going to love it. Poke Hunt, what is your favorite set? What is your favorite set? Tell me right now. Favorite set. Mine's Neo Genesis. I appreciate y'all coming on. Yeah. I'm going to sift through the questions anymore, or a little bit more before I go. Jamie, why he poke beef with Leonhardt? That's not a poke beef. It's a long story. And like I said, I'm not a drama channel, so let's just say we're not friends. You know? We're not friends. Van Gogh Pika, what's your thoughts in 5 years? Well, if they keep reprinting it, my thoughts are it's going to be a collectible card. Maybe not quite an investment-worthy card, because it is an amazing art. So, yeah. The email to reach out is it's in all of my video descriptions, but it's top10pokemonchannel@gmail.com. But it's in every single description of my video, so check it out there. So, all right. This stream went on longer than I thought it would. But I got to get going. I got to get up here and I gotta get up in like 6 hours. So I got to go. I work at a hospital. So thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I would love to do more live streams. Maybe open up some things. Maybe show my collection. I got a lot to show, so that'd be a lot of fun. So one more comment here. Shout out Low Popping. More giveaways, please. Low Popping is extremely generous. I know a lot of other channels were doing giveaways. I know Pokevault was like giving away the Suicune Gold Star. I'm not sure who else. I know Nostalgianomics does a lot of giveaways for Low Popping. So, yeah. All right, folks. I'll see you later. Y'all take care. Hey, I'll see you later this week for my auction recap. All right? See ya.